Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the Arca series here at Pocono. We got 20 laps here. Very big track. People are hitting like 15 2s, 15 3s. Fastest I got down to was a 15, or not 15, 55, sorry. 55.8 was my fastest time. So people are getting down to 55 2s and 3s and stuff, and it blows my mind how they get that quick. I'm just hoping we don't wreck in this thing. Very loose off of the tunnel turn, turn 2, and turn 3. Like, the tunnel turn is turn 2. That's what I was kind of trying to explain there, but it's not that bad in turn 1, off of turn 1, I should say here. I wash up too much, so I'm probably going to kill my right front there. And Justin Yee said something about we might have to shift late in the run in turn 1, which I kind of remember doing in a way. Like, when we ran here before. I kind of remember that, which it's really weird. But I love the tunnel turn here, but it gets very loose through that if you take it a little bit too hard. But we're going to try to get loose through our qualifying lap. In turn 3, I really suck here. Running the bottom is the fastest way, obviously. I'm trying to get a run in, but it is so loose off of turn 3, like all the way through that corner. I got loose and wrecked off of there so many times in practice. It's ridiculous. But we're going to do our best here. I really suck in turn 1, though. That's like my worst corner. Try to get in, stay low. Get it rotated. Walk it out to the wall. Kind of turned a little too hard on the exit there, I feel like. Tunnel turn, I take it kind of aggressively, I feel like, but it works for me for the most part if I hit it right. Little too sideways through that, but still kind of worked out. Wasn't the worst. And then turn 3, I just tried to get down to the bottom and then keep the wheel straight on the exit. That was a bad turn 3. I had to really stay out of throttle, not lose it. Second lap's probably not going to be any faster, but we'll run it anyways. What do we run? 55.9, okay. Not too far off of my fastest lap, but I know it's going to be slow compared to the fast guys. Oh, I think I forgot to put my brake bias to 57 was the thing. Make that -3 in the car, and we already have it at 60 to start with. Help gets the car rotate a little bit more. That was a better tunnel turn. And we'll see if we can get a better 3 here. I don't know if it's going to really improve our time, though, is the thing. Washed up too high. That's not going to be faster. It's a bad turn 3 there. I tried to be more aggressive into the corner, but you really need the straight line speed off the corners. Like, corner exit is going to be the most important thing. We ran a 975, so not awful, but Justin and them getting down to the 4s. Track is pretty hot right now, so really, we didn't run that bad of a lap. Larry's at an 847, which is kind of crazy to me. We ran like a mid to low 9, so it wasn't awful. Where's Gavin at currently? He has not laid down a lap. Neither has Jeremy. So hopefully we can try to be ahead of them. That'd be nice. I know Jeremy's pretty quick here. Well, he was quicker than me here in practice and everything, but we are going to be doing 20 laps here. Very long laps, so we're going to see how well we can do once the race starts, and we'll see where we're starting. All right, we're coming up to the green here. Jeremy ran a great time. He got a 7:11 up in 5th place, so hopefully he does pretty well. We're starting behind Shane, right next to Gavin. We're always right next to Gavin every race, it seems like. It's hilarious. I don't know how we always do this. It's definitely, you can't plan this, but it's always funny how we end up around each other. But we're going to try to take it easy in the beginning. Try not to kill our right front too much in turn 1 and 3. And hopefully we can have a good, clean race. That's the main thing. Try to finish this thing clean. Think they're going to go pretty quick. No, never mind. Try not to jump it too much. Everybody's going to spread out like 3-4 wide probably. Hopefully the guys behind me don't dive in.
Here we go.
Looks like he might. Yeah, there they go. Gavin's backed off at least, or he didn't have a great start. Let me have the outside. Outside isn't necessarily where you want to be, and you definitely don't really want to be too wide through this tunnel turn. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least. Turn 1. We have a cat in front of us. I'm going to let off a little early. Somebody's up in the wall.
Still there.
They're 3 wide. I said you didn't want to be too wide. But we're going to go bottom here behind the 19. Hopefully we can pass both these guys on the outside.
Right outside.
Oh, 19, you got on the brakes so early. Well, okay, we didn't lose it through there. Lost a ton of time because we got sideways.
Outside, outside.
But that didn't help us at all. I'm just going to stay low and everybody can go flying by us. Because I wasn't expecting the 19 to brake that damn hard or let off at the time he did. I think we're only 2 wide right here. Because I try to have a steady brake input, not trying to stab it like we did when we were behind this 19, because that will get you completely sideways. And luckily we saved it. And we're going to be side by side going into the tunnel turn again. So not a great start for us. Trying to back off early. Okay, he takes the tunnel turn really slow there. He got a very shiny spoiler. Try to get back to the inside of him.
Still out there.
Hopefully we can hold it down here. Seems like we can. He's going to get a good run down the front stretch there. He has the draft from the guys in front of him as well. Sure. Oh, excuse me. Try to side draft him a little bit. I'm choking on my words.
Outside, still there.
Able to slow him down enough.
Clear.
He's going to get a good run off of turn 1 here. Please don't run into the back of me. And he did exactly that. So that's fun. He wanted to be right on my ass, and I tapped the wall, and he lifted me up and spun himself out. I don't know if the guy that passed both of us got into him or not, but that's why you don't follow too closely in the Arca car. It doesn't work. You can't bump draft in these things at all. So if you didn't know that, you do now. But we're running nearly dead last now. That's lovely. And we need to try to catch back up. Hopefully there'll be some more mishap in the race, but I knew this was going to be a bad one for us. I like this track because it's difficult, but I'm bad at it because it's difficult. It's not the best for us by any means. And we definitely have a little bit of aero damage, I would imagine, on our right side from the wall. But let's just try to conserve our right front the best we can. And try to see if we can catch up to anybody. We'll see if we can try to catch up to Joshua in the 10 car. He's 2.1 ahead of us currently. We can finally take the tunnel turn the way we want to, which is good. First time all race. But there's only 20 laps, so there's not a whole lot of time to really rebound when you mess up here by any means. Once you mess up, it's pretty much over for you. So we fell back quite quickly off of that start. Because I knew off the green flag, people would be going 2-3 wide, and we just got put outside in turn 1. Everybody starts flying by, and then once we had to tap the brakes being behind that 19 car, that didn't help us at all either. Because that definitely hurt us a lot, getting sideways in turn 3 on the first lap. We lost so much time there down the front stretch, which sucked. But we are catching Joshua a little bit, it seems like. Not necessarily in turn 1, but the other 2 corners, we do catch them. And there's a bunch of people still in the big line up there, so who knows if there'll be a crash or not. There might be. Don't want to get on that apron down there. That would definitely get you loose and able to wreck very easily. We're about 4.5 behind the end of that big line. So I kind of want to keep an eye on that as well. As well as the distance to Joshua here. So you definitely caught him in 3 a good bit. The rest of those guys have a massive draft, so they definitely are pulling away from us on the straightaways, especially the front stretch. The front stretch is much longer than the other 2 straightaways. So the front stretch, they get such a massive draft. So really, if I can catch Joshua, we can get a good draft, and we might be able to work our way back towards the, up there. We'll see, but I don't think we will unless something else happens to those guys and they start falling back. Trying to hit our marks a little high there, but that was about right for the tunnel turn. I'm just interested to see the people's tire wears at the end of this thing. I know mine are going to be a little skewed from what happened, getting lifted and stuff, but it is what it is. But that's half on me, half on the guy that was behind me, because I was paying too much attention to him in my mirror and smacked the wall. But he was right on my ass and about to lift me up anyways, as you can see. Because literally the moment I tapped the wall, my rear wheels were off the ground. Definitely a racing incident. Like, it's definitely 50-50 on both of us. But at the same time, in the Arca car, you can't trail that close or that's going to happen. Yeah, we're definitely losing the guys in front of Joshua here. But we are catching him, which is good. We definitely are catching him, which is a good thing. And not being in the draft, I don't know if the car handles better or worse in the draft, honestly, because I didn't really get to race in the draft at all. So I'm not sure if that really affects you a ton or not. Joshua's overdriving turn 3 a ton. I also overdrove it, but it was more on the exit portion rather than the entry. So we caught him a decent bit, but he has more speed down the straightaway. So he's going to gain another 10th or 2 back on us down this long straight. Jordan, the end of that long line, is starting to fall off of them. And I'm wondering when shifting actually would play a key factor in turn 1 there. I wonder if it already would be working there, because you are going quite slow. I could try it, because why not? Because Justin was saying it could come into play later on, which I could definitely see happening. And that could be why Joshua is getting away from us in turn 1 there. Because we pretty much we keep pace with him in the tunnel turn, because I mess it up every time it seems like. But turn 3, I'm really catching him a lot. I think he slows down a ton for it. Hopefully we get a better run off here than he does. If I try to downshift in turn 3 there, that would not be a good thing, because I'm already loose enough in turn 3. I'm going to try to downshift in turn 1 once we're already pretty slow, to try to get the car to get more drive off the corner. Don't know if that's necessarily going to help us or not. I don't really know if it did or not. It might have slowed me down too much in the middle of the corner right now, or I'm just driving it wrong, which very possible. That line up there is starting to get bundled back up at the end of it. Let's just not smack the wall and get another 2x for no reason. But they're definitely racing hard up there at the end of that line. Hopefully Jeremy and Gavin are doing better than... Well, they definitely are doing better than we are, but hopefully they're having a good race. Yeah, we're starting to lose Joshua a little bit now. We're just driving really bad. Let's see. Jeremy's still in 7th, so that's good. He only fell back 2 spots since the beginning. He's doing really well. And he's car 16. If he could stay up there in the top 10, that'd be awesome for him. What do we run, a 57.3? Yeah, we might not be going slow enough for that yet. Just quite not. Just barely not slow enough, it seems like. Because it seems like that 4th gear still works pretty well in turn 1. But that is the thing of this track. It does get pretty spread out, though, if you make a mistake. Oh, I'm screwing up the tunnel turn so badly. I need to hit the brakes a little bit more for that, because that hurts. I like that corner the most out of everything in this track. Definitely is the tunnel turn, and I'm screwing it up monumentally. Definitely do not want to get on those rumble strips, because those rumble strips are very slick. They do not have any grip at all. Kind of want to turn on my last lap and kind of see what we could do to try to help improve our lap times, because it'll go to our previous lap that we just ran. We stayed lower in that last lap, and you can see it definitely helped us out. So we were slow there. Yeah, there's no chance we're catching those guys in way up there unless they wreck. Not a chance. So that's quite unfortunate. So I'm just seeing what we can improve at this point. That's a big help right there. Down this second chute. About evened it out for the most part. But I think that was better on our tires. Able to get on throttle a little earlier, but we're so sideways on the exit. We're slower down this front stretch, which is not a good thing. Really, really bad there. I want to downshift again in turn 1 and see if that will help. Because we were like a 10th slower that last lap. Well, I really messed it up, I feel like. But try to stay down here. You can see the shifting slowed us down, but it's going to help us on the straightaway? No, not quite. Okay. So we're still quicker doing the 4th gear if you hit it right, it seems like. Okay. Because unless I downshift later, I really don't know. Trying to figure something out just to help anybody out, but I'm not the one that help out of this track. I am god awful right now. It is really, really bad right off the start. We've had some great Arca races though in the last like handful of Arca races, so had to have been one that has gone bad. Definitely had to have been one. Gavin's up to 12th. Okay, he's doing pretty well. Jeremy's still up there in 7th, so that's good for him. They're running pretty well at least. And with this being such a big track, I don't think we'll go a lap down at least, which is a positive. Stay in 4th gear here instead of downshifting. Got all the way down to the bottom there. Well, the shifting was kind of better than what we just did, and I felt like that turn 1 was actually really good for us in 4th gear. We were slower down this straightaway, which is interesting. Have to roll that a little bit more, but that was much better. Instead of trying to dive it in so hard, that was a much better lap. Honestly wonder if shifting in 3 would be viable? Feasible? I don't know. It might be. I'm not sure. Joshua is pulling away from us though. He's 2.4 ahead of us. He gets such a good launch off these corners more than we do. He gets a couple tenths on us, it seems like, down that long straightaway. That didn't quite work. I tried to be aggressive with that. That really did not work at all. We might have some speed down this straightaway, but that definitely killed the right front. I was trying to see if downshifting and just getting on throttle would work. It didn't. Not very much at all. Just trying to roll the bottom there. I think in real life, don't they have a rumble strip down there, I want to say, instead of just being flat? I don't know the last time Pocono was updated on iRacing, to be fair. Yeah, Joshua's running very good on that bottom 3 there, which I am not. I cannot get down to that bottom right now. I'm sucking at it. But everybody else is just pulling away. The draft means a ton, so do not lose the draft if you run this. This has just been an awful race for us. Let's get back down to the bottom. I was hoping there was going to be some more contact from people with the heavy braking zones and all that, but everybody's driving great. That's what normally happens. They're too wide up there in the tunnel turn. That looks terrifying. Somebody's up like almost in the wall, it looked like. Yeah, there's one guy way off pace. I think he actually was up in the wall in the tunnel turn, the 9 car. Yeah, he's lost a ton of time. I wonder if he like really got in the wall hard and he's gonna have to pit, maybe. Who knows? He might, just cuz. You do have one fast repair in this series. You get in a wreck, you could get a completely fresh car. You won't get new tires though. Your tires are stuck on the car regardless. You have no extra set of tires, as you can see down there in the black box. But you do get one fast repair. Since there is no cautions in this series, it's a D-Class series. Every D-Class series, there's no cautions, and you get one quick repair. Because they kind of, in a way, expect there to be a wreck. So somebody can get back out there and drive, and it's for like the newer drivers for the most part. But Arca is just so competitive. Don't know what Jeremy was going to say there, but he like stopped as soon as he mic'd up. That was a better tunnel turn than last lap. Yeah, Ray up there, he has lost the draft, it looks like. We'll see if Joshua or I can catch him. I doubt it, I feel like. Trying to get the car all the way down there in turn 3. My wheel is so straight through that corner, it's ridiculous. So that was a better lap than last lap, which is nice, but we're so far off pace, it's crazy. From where we started at, too. Oh, it looks like the 2 cars in front of us, the 15 and the 9, are both out of the draft. It seems like. Shifting might be a little bit better now if you do it right, but it seems like I can't, so I'm not even going to attempt it anymore. Yeah, it seems like those 2 cars are kind of out of the draft. The 9's drafting up to the 15, but they only have a 2-car tandem there then. Don't smack the wall. Okay, we're good. I thought tapping that apron was going to push us out too far, but it definitely was a little slower because I had to put more wheel into it. But turn 3 is just always so loose. It's crazy how loose this thing is through that. We're catching back up to Joshua slightly, but not much at all. I don't think we're going to be able to catch him by the end of this thing. We have like 3 laps left. The race goes by pretty quick, but when you're by yourself, this race feels like it takes forever. Because we've been by ourselves since about lap 4. So it has not been the best for us, to say the least. But if you want to go see Gavin or Jeremy's point of views, go watch them. Look up Gavin Robchan, just his name. Speaking of that, where is he? He is running 11th, right behind Shane, where we started behind. So it's good for Gavin. Just look up his name, Gavin Robchan, and Jeremy is Zanetti 20. So go look up their point of views if you want to see better driving of this, because it's not going to be for me. We're definitely catching up to Joshua, though. We can get him here at the end. That would be awesome. I'd be shocked, but it'd be awesome. He'd have to really screw up these last 2 laps, though. We caught him like 3/10 on that lap. But I don't think there's any way, unless he like really gets in the wall or something, that we catch him. That was a bad corner. Gonna use up a lot of right front, but there's only 2 laps left anyways. Does not matter too much for us because we don't have anybody fighting us behind anyways. Justin Yee's still out front. Larry's worked his way up to 3rd. I think he qualified like 8th or something. He had a bad qualifying because Larry's usually right up there with Justin all the time, if not in first. I think he won last week's opener, the first one of the season. I had to let off and tap the brake to not smack that wall. That was a really bad tunnel turn. Maybe sweep it out on that turn 3 right there is a little bit better because you can get like to the bottom a little easier. My car definitely feels tight. I think I've destroyed the tires on this thing. One more time around. Oh, somebody's getting wrecked. Oh, there's multiple smoke screens up there. Yikes. We might be able to get a couple spots here. We're just going to go high. And not sure what happened with them. We'll go back and see the incidents at the end of this thing, but hell, that's going to help us not lose so much iRating.
Pretty clean all race, and you can't handle getting past.
Yikes. 19 and 20 car, the 2 lowest numbers, but we'll see what happened to them. That gives us 2 free spots, though, in the final lap. Nice. We'd love to see it. Such a long lap, anything could happen. Somebody else could get spun out off turn 4, and we might be able to get somebody. Who knows? Justin gets the win. Great win by him.
Stuck behind like a slow down car doesn't mean you just drive the car to your left and make room. It's just dumb.
Yeah, it seemed like it was down the front stretch that happened with them, so I'm not sure what happened.
Good race.
But hell, we already get 17th out of it. I'll take it, I guess, but great win by Justin. That's awesome for him. Jeremy gets 6th. That's huge for him. Gavin fell back to 12th there. I think this might be Gavin. Yeah, that's Gavin right there. Hi, Gavin. Good run by Gavin. Is he going to try to come up to us? No, he's staying back there, it looks like. But let's go.
What were your guys' tires?
Let's go see what everything happens. 72.82. My tires were not very good, to say the least. Look at everybody's tires. Shane's was, oh wow, his right rear was a lot better. He did not use his right rear much at all. But like Juan up there, where did he finish? 3rd, and he had 81.86. That's crazy on his tire wear. Like that's, excuse me, really, really good. Justin, who won the race, 79.85. That is crazy. Like I'm terrible at saving tires, to be fair, all the time. But let's go back to lap 1, see the craziest that happened, because I didn't want to jump ahead of Shane there because we had a better jump. They all started getting stacked up, so I let off a little bit instead of diving into the inside with the guy behind me who had such a massive gap. he just started going, and he got to our inside. We went high and then just got passed by a bunch of people. He's blinking. And this is what I was saying by riding too close, because I was watching my mirror too much. I got in the wall slightly, but the second I get in the wall, he's going around and stuff, or he's getting me around. So definitely had some right rear damage from that, which definitely a little bit of aero damage. Going to slow us down probably. Shane's going to blink slightly. The 11 car sending it on the outside here. Going to get the wall off of turn 3 really hard and heavy. These guys are a big pack up here. 7 car gets in the wall. Oh, clips the 15. That's what happened to like the 15, and the 7 was probably the 9 then. I'm not sure. 11 car really tight here. Nails the wall off the tunnel turn. Like, I feel like we ran clean other than getting in the wall and getting lifted up. And then this is what happened with these guys on the last lap. Yeah, they were side drafting hard and side drafting very hard. They tap a little bit, and then he comes down this.
I get that you're apologizing, man,
they keep side drafting, but he like kind of went back and forth. So it's like he like went in, went out, and then just clipped them a little bit of net code, but just clipped them going back and forth. No, actually, no, he actually clipped them there. So it is what it is, I guess. But they wreck hard, and then we end up getting ahead of both of them, which was nice. So I'm grateful for those 2 spots, to say the least. Who ended up finishing in front of the other? The 20 finished in front of the 19, so which he was passing them anyways there. But 6 car got in the wall there at the end. We end up finishing way back in 17th. That was awful for us. We did very, very bad. Just I was focusing too much on my mirror with the guy right on my ass the entire time. I thought I was gonna get lifted up anyways, tapped the wall, and then got lifted up anyways. So half on me, half on him for running that close, because you can't bump draft in these things at all. Like, I never try to get that close as my front bumper because I don't want to lift anybody up, because it happens so easily. So it is what it is. We had a bad Arca race. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Going to lose a decent amount of iRating here, so let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. All right, results are in. We're under 3,500 once again. Unfortunately, we were at 499 on our safety and then had that race, which is unfortunate. I think we only had a 2x though, didn't we? Oh no, we had a 4x? When did we have a 4? Where was the other 2 at? I'm confused. I don't remember getting a 2x before. Oh wait, maybe it was car contact 4x. I'm thinking of dirt too much. Dirt car contact is always 2x, so that's what's on my brain. But Gavin gained 7. Jeremy gained a good bit, got 66. That's awesome for him. But we lost a bunch there, which really sucked, but kind of figured it was going to happen. Good strength to field, almost 4k. Justin getting the win, over 7k on his iRating. Larry got 4th, lost 3, which is crazy. Juan gained a good bit there too, so good racing up front by them. They were very fast. Pocono is not my kind of track though. I love the track. Very difficult though, and we just didn't have a very good start, and that's mainly the whole thing. And after that, we just fell off. So it is what it is. Have some bad races every now and then. Oh well. It was half my fault, half the other guy's fault. I'll take blame for it because I smacked the wall. So it is what it is. Oh well. So we'll move on to next week. I think it's a short track next week, so that might be worse, honestly. I think it might be like Stafford or something like that, which is going to be absolutely crazy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless. Like I was saying, go check out Jeremy or Gavin, their point of views of it, because they probably had a lot better races than I did, running up close with some guys and getting some better results than us. So go check them out and learn how to drive this car from them, not me, because I did not do a very good job of it. So appreciate you guys for watching as always anyways. I'll catch you guys in the next one.